Hi, Lee is a real inspiration to me in and out of bodybuilding. I'm currently preparing for a show in the UK in October and would like to know how Lee feels on cheat meals during prep and when he thinks the best time to have one and examples of his cheat meal. Thanks, Juddy Smith.
I think cheat meals are very good. I'm just patting my baby here. He's putting in his sleep. Yeah, I think cheat meals are really good. I always had them, but my cheat meals would always turn into a cheat day. But the only thing is, I only have them only if you're super shredded. If you're contest ready, have them. If I'm not contest ready, I don't have them. And generally, because I always get ready early, once I start looking good, then I'll have one. I find they're good. It speeds your metabolism up. It keeps you mentally sane, so you can get through the next week. And like I said, when you have a cheat meal, generally you think, oh, I'm going to eat all this food, but because you've been eating clean for so long, when you do have a cheat meal, because it's got fats and sugars, your stomach sort of goes, and normally, I said I have a cheat day, but generally, like I say, if I was dieting, I had oatmeal, protein drink, and fruit and yogurt for breakfast, then I had steak and rice and vegetables, and I have chicken, rice and vegetables, and I have chicken and rice again or vegetables, and then oatmeal at night and protein drink. On a cheat day, I might have Kentucky, but then I might not eat for 5 hours, and then I might have a milkshake and a burger. So by the end of the day, say I was dieting on 4,500 calories, my cheat day, I might only have 2,000 calories, but because it's shit food, your stomach swells and bloats up. You don't eat that much food at all. So the next day you feel better mentally and stuff, but you know, so I always think, yes, have them, only if you can afford. If you look like shit, don't have one. But if you're looking good and feel good and you can afford to have one, and I see you don't mind doing cardio, definitely have one. Yes.
So you might go weeks without a cheat meal?
Only when I start dieting I won't have one until I actually start looking good. And once I start looking good and happy with how I look, then I'll have one.
Yeah.
So it could be at least 6-7 weeks before I have one.
And has a cheat day ever gone wrong as far as it's gone cheat day into days?
Yeah, I've had one that's almost gone into 3 days, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you think I still look good, so I have another one, then another one, but then I had to rope it in. But yeah, I've done that, but I still do heaps of cardio to burn off, but yeah, I've done that before. Then it sort of just gets, but then you get sick of it, you want to go back to the clean food, so.
And is there ever a food that you crave while you're dieting, or it's just anything you
Anything
get?
really. You don't really crave. I crave more stuff like breads or muffins or anything like that. I don't really crave sweet stuff, but it's more like anything like bread or muffins or cereal, stuff like that. So.
And do you ever, after having those cheat days, go, I regret it?
Normally, sometimes you're having it, you feel bad, but then you always see you look good, or you look better and fuller the next day. So, yeah, before the 2009 Champions, I had a cheat meal the night before the show, because we always figured, you know, when you had to do a show, you eat so much garbage that night, the next day after you look so much better. So I figured I'd do it before the show, and just the guilt that day, eating it before the day of the show, thinking, oh fuck, I could have just screwed up 12, 16 weeks of dieting, doing this before the show. So it's more of a mental thing. You feel bad for eating it, but normally, like I said, it won't do any harm. It's impossible to get fat in 24 hours. You might put a bit of fluid on depending what food you eat, but it's always gone in a day or two, so mentally it helps you stay on the right path. So yeah, I recommend having it.
And how did that cheat before the Night of Champions work out?
I looked probably the best I've ever looked. I was the fullest I've ever looked, and Jade saw some pictures. That's the Night of Champions in 2000, the Jay Cutler one, and Jade saw pictures from this thing. I was looking at my mum's place the other day, and she couldn't believe that Jay Cutler won, and I got fifth because as the show everyone was booing and yelling bullshit. Everyone thought I should have won the show, and by the time they gave Jade the award, half the audience had left. They were just booing and chanting bullshit, bullshit. So remember that picture, Jade, how bad he looked? See?
Yeah, we'll have to get some of these from the old archives. And let
Jade's cold, it's
Jade, can you swap with Matt now?
Matt's getting jealous.